I took an English class in college 20 years ago. The topics were African American slavery, war, September 11th, and so on. The professor said your writings on the readings can be funny, they can be creative, they can be imaginative. Then he turned to an attractive woman in the class and said they can be erotic. How the hell do you write an erotic story about September 11th? When the planes came crashing into the buildings, I made magical eye contact and had a steamy and hot affair. September 11th is the opposite of erotic. It's life and death. It's horrifying. I get what the professor was trying to say. I'm the cool professor, nothing phases me. But you can't write an erotic story about September 11th. Because September 11th is, genocide. So, how many people actually give a shit who these celebrities endorse for president? I couldn't care less who some narcissistic pop star endorses, like Cardi B, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, and so on. Do they actually have influence, these celebrities? So you know what? I'm a social media superstar. I'm the real celebrity endorsement. If you want, to be one of my inpatients, my cellmates, my androids, you need to vote for Donald Trump for president. Not that I really care who wins the election. Some people say, but you're a communist, Andrew. Shouldn't you vote for Kamala Harris? All right, I vote for the Communist Party. Anyone who doesn't vote for me isn't, I don't know. Yes, that joke really isn't too good, and in fact, it might get scrapped. So lately I've been single, disabled, an incel, alone, and I'm always around my mother, father, and stepfather. I'm frustrated and they get on my nerves. But me? I can't possibly get on their nerves. I'm so fresh, suave, and cool. I'm a pleasure to be around. But seriously, familiarity breeds contempt. And if I don't get a life soon, some think this might end like the Massapequa Horror House, like the Amityville Horror House. This is not a threat, though. I'm just letting you guys know if someone doesn't love me soon, I'm at my wit's end. To reiterate, I'm not a danger. The men in white coats might be too serious to find humor in this joke. I'm not a danger. So, if a criminal was... I was having a conversation with my mother, and she told me to go to mental health recovery groups in New York City to meet a friend. And, she said... I said how I was scared criminals might assault me in New York City. She said, I dare the criminals to assault me. She says, I dare the criminals in New York City to assault me. I get what my mother was trying to say. She was trying to say, don't be anxious, don't be scared, you might find love in New York City. But what she actually said is, I dare criminals to assault me in New York City. If a criminal on the streets of New York actually attacked you, it'd be awful. You'd have a bad day. You'd probably cry. If he bit you, you may even have to take HIV PrEP. Hell, if you defend yourself, the media might turn you, the victim, into the perpetrator. So, Mom, no, you don't want to get assaulted by a criminal in New York City. So it peeves me when people credit their hard work to God. I was watching a hockey game and a player said, the Lord was with me when I scored my big game-winning goal. There are musicians who credit their music and masterpiece albums to divine power. God, they couldn't have created any of this without God. You know what? I don't create any of this social media content alone. It was Andrew collaborating with God. God is my co-writer. But if I give God a co-writing credit, will half of my money go to the church? I don't want to give my money to that pedophile organization. So you know what? I wrote all of this alone. But seriously, all of my artwork, comedy, writings, videos, and so on, it's all hard work and practice.